Yo, 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 yo. It's Brian O'Shea, the one and only. Looking around at the library. I put my glasses on, so you're staring at me. So you can hear me. Fucking my glasses up. Fucking weirdos. Fucking whispering in the library. Trying to see who's listening. You sons of bitches. I love when I'm live streaming to the world and I get all nervous about people around me that are fucking checking me out and shit. All right, I gotta check the settings. See how. All right, looks like there's probably some audio. All right, we're gonna get into name of this video is Submit, Comply, Obey. This is just a restream of my traffic stop with Paul Enslaved while he was live streaming. I ended up getting in a traffic stop, and we're gonna go through this a little bit. See what's going on.
I started talking about freedom.
I just looking for your last name, and you just started asking other things.
Right.
And, avoiding the.
I started talking about freedom.
Yeah, I just need your last
And
name.
then you
Does he understand the difference between an identification and a credential, a first and last name, and a given and family name?
Brian, all I'm asking is for your
Yeah.
information.
Do you understand the difference between
he
the
understands, sir. I'm pretty sure he understands what you're asking for. Brian, are you?
Yeah, 'cause you're not interested in freedom. You're interested in following policy and code, which has nothing to do with freedom.
Could you get this man's first and last name because he's in a
May
corporate
I have your first
capacity
and
and
last
you're
name,
not?
please?
I'm not providing any information to
Oh, so
whoever's on
you
the other line.
won't provide any information
Oh, so
while
you
you're in a
won't provide
corporate
your
service
information.
capacity.
Gladly, man. They're
That's
not even
You're
fascinating.
filming me
So
right now.
rules
You
for
are
me, not for me.
So you're being recorded. So how are we?
any interaction that the police.
Any interaction is for your safety
It is
and
for
my
our-
safety.
both of us, not just
Brian,
mine. My
please,
interest.
can you hear me?
He can hear you, but he's trying to ignore you.
Okay, sir,
I'm
you're
not doing
derelict in your duty. You're in public service
You're derelict in
capacity.
your
You have,
duty. You're
can
derelict in
you
your
hear
duty.
me or not?
What I'm
Don't
trying to
engage
find
with
out-
He can
him.
hear you.
Don't
He's ignoring
engage
you,
with
though.
him. Don't engage with him. Sir, can you
Brian.
hear me?
We can make this real easy, right?
Sir,
My
can
interactions
you
with
hear
you
me?
have nothing to do, and I'm gonna continue to ignore them because my business is with you and you only.
You
Okay,
can hear
we
him.
agree on that?
You're being live streamed right now to a couple thousand
there-
people. So we're going to get your
Is
first
there
and
a
last
reason
name and
why
your
you
history
feel
very
threatened
shortly.
to the law enforcement? I'm just asking because as soon as I asked you for
Just
your last
asking for
name,
your first and last name.
I'm talking to you. That's all, man.
You're in a
I'm
public
have I
service
been aggressive?
capacity, sir.
Have
You
I-
have an
have I been
obligation
aggressive
to
with
identify
disrespectful to you in
yourself.
any
This
way,
man
Brian?
is not. He doesn't
What?
have an obligation to identify himself. Is he in a commission of a crime? Is he about to commit a
Have I-
crime or in
have
a
I
commission of a
been-
crime? Do you have reason to believe he's
You're
in a commission of a
You're
crime?
very courteous as you try to take my freedom.
I'm not trying to take your freedom. I'm trying to get your last name, man. That's all.
Right.
And
He
there's
doesn't
license
have to
on him.
provide the last name of a person, which is a corporate entity. So unless he's in the commission of a crime and you'd
Right.
like to arrest him and go
If there's
forward and see if he'll be
if there's
liable
something
for
that you're
charges.
trying to hide and things like that, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in your last name. Okay.
Brian, you don't
That's
have to
all I want.
provide
I
him
want
any
everyone talking to you,
information.
okay?
You don't have to provide
And
him
I'm not
any
really interested
information
you
if you're not in the
sitting here at
commission of a
park
crime
with
or he
a
doesn't have
virtual
reasonable
registration, that's expired.
suspicion that you're about to
I
commit a
just wanna know
crime.
who you are. That's all.
Sir, you're
You-
depriving
you're-
rights under color of law. You're attempting to enforce policy on a man on the land, okay? You're in a corporate
Brian,
capacity and just refused in front of
I'm
thousands
not
of
even
people.
listening to him.
You just
You're in a public
refused.
park. Right?
We know
Okay.
you're not listening because you know the law and you're not abiding by it right now.
You're in a public park with with a vehicle that has an expired registration. The reason why I came up to you is because all your windows were rolled down. The vehicle is covered. And
All
you
my
have-
windows are rolled down.
Yeah.
Are you serious? Is that a-
for keeping everybody
That's not
safe
something wrong.
around
It's
here? You
usually
did a
when
great
people come
job.
to a park, they
Sir,
roll their
thank
windows
you.
up.
Sir,
and go
thank
to
you
the
for
fight.
keeping everyone safe around here. You did a great job, but I don't think anyone requires your service. Furthermore, unless you believe the man is in
Ryan,
the
this could
commission of
go
a
so
crime
much
or about to commit a
this
crime, I
could go-
suggest you
This
move
could
it
go so
along,
much
sir.
smoother and easier if we just talk
Sir,
like
I
people and you
suggest
provide
you
me with
move it
your
along
information
for
and then
all
we
of
go
our
from there.
good, please.
Does that sound like a fair deal?
You're.
do what's
Or do you
true,
want
what's
or do you
right,
want
sir,
to keep
please.
using your friend as an excuse not to provide information to
This is in my heart. He's
Okay.
he's speaking. I agree with him.
All right. All right. So if you are refusing to identify yourself by name and date of birth, I'm gonna have to hit you with obstruction, which I don't want to do, man. It's something that I don't want to do. All I want to know is
Is
who
there an
you are.
injured party? What am I
That
obstructing?
doesn't have to be. You're obstructing the fact that you're not identifying yourself.
Am I not a person right here in front of you?
Well, yeah, you are. You told me your name is Brian, but I don't have your last name and I don't have your date of birth. Do you know how many Brians there could be in the United States, man?
He doesn't have to provide any information if he's not in the commission of a crime or you don't suspect him about to commit a crime. So why are you trying to enforce policy fraudulently at this point?
So much easier and smoother. If you have like a small warrant
But you
or
can't.
something,
That's a veiled threat, and I'm starting to learn not to get
It's not a
scared by
threat.
threats.
It's not a
It
threat.
could go so much
You
easier.
have
My
an
freedom could go so
obligation
much
to identify
easier.
yourself, sir. You made contact with him. Why are you failing to identify yourself? If you're claiming he has an obligation to identify, why are you failing to identify?
Okay, I'm Officer Contreras with the Henson Police Department, Brian. All I need to know.
Wizard, could you please bring up his background? Could we find out how many complaints this guy has on record and what his situation is?
So now they're ordering me to step out of the car. Your name, please, sir?
Officer Henderbilt, can you open the door, please?
So your order. This is an order.
Do you have any shoes with you,
Refusing
Brian?
to identify and then requiring a man sitting at the park to identify. Says he doesn't have to identify or give any information, but that Brian has to provide his information. Or the information of the person, rather.
We're not gonna grab anything.
I'll get it for you.
Yes,
I'll get it for
everything's
you.
being recorded right now. We're gonna walk over here. Come on, Brian. Listen, man, I just want to talk to you.
I just want to talk to you. I just want to deprive you of your rights under color of law, statute, policy, and code. Go ahead, tamper with evidence, sir. It's all on live recording and there's all being a record made. Thousands of live viewers will view this. Go ahead and tamper with the evidence.
You are being detained. You're right. You are being detained, but you're under arrest. Okay, Brian. The vehicle's not coming back to you. Whose vehicle is it?
Sheila O'Shea's.
Okay, who is that to you?
My mother.
Okay, how long have you had the vehicle?
For a while.
Okay, and how come
You're the trustee of that property. Do not claim ownership of that property. You're the trustee.
How come you haven't registered or anything like that? Are you just like down on your luck or something like that? Dude, I'm talking to
Are
you
you
like
guys down on your luck, depriving rights?
up or anything.
This is a piece of property that I'm transporting from one place to another.
Okay,
It doesn't.
to transport it on a public roadway, you do need to have a valid registration. And
Right, that's your belief. That's
the law, sir.
No, I know that's your belief, but you're not an expert in the law.
I am not an expert and I do not know
Right,
all
but
the
that's
law.
that's your belief. I understand. When I have my belief.
Okay, and I respect your beliefs, Brian. Okay, let's start this all over again. What is your last name?
Well, I'll say it to you like this. You're looking for the all caps name that's on that ID. It's in all capital letters, right?
I'm looking for the name your parents gave you.
Right, when they called me, right, but if they're mad at me, they might say Brian O'Shea.
Brian O'Shea? How do you spell
O'Shea.
it?
O-S-H-E-A.
O-S-H-E-A?
H-E-A. Right.
What's your date of birth, Brian?
I've heard, this is just hearsay though. I can't confirm this ain't first hand knowledge.
What
I've
is your-
heard, this is
what
what
is your-
they told me.
What is your birth certificate say?
11-4-74. I can't confirm it, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there. I mean, I don't have.
I mean, you were there.
I was, well, apparently.
11-4.
Allegedly. 11-4-74. But that's hearsay. That's not
And
direct
You told me.
testimony from me.
Okay, I believe you, man. And you said earlier you had an expired Illinois driver's license?
Yeah.
Have you ever had an ID from any other state?
Arizona,
Okay. Which one has been more recent?
Illinois.
Illinois?
We're all just hanging out. We're just trying to have a conversation. You know, we're just keeping everyone safe. And there wasn't any moving violation, but you know, you're just hanging at the park, and maybe we're just gonna like enforce policy on you, and like
Like
not- it's not
you're
that-
giving me the plan. Like you can tell I'm a good man. I'm a smart man, but it's not enough. You need to go
we're all
look
just
type up
hanging
something.
out, man. We're all just Americans, man. We're all just hanging out. It's all love. It's all gonna be okay. Don't worry, guys.
Brian O'Shea might be a common.
Just cover your
Stay
face. Just get the treatment. Just submit. Just comply. Just cover your face. Get the treatment. Submit. Comply. Just cover your face. Get the treatment. Submit. Comply.
Safety, right?
Don't
Just
mess with my
submit.
part.
Cooperate. Comply.
All right, Brian.
Submit. Cooperate. Comply.
What do you guys do all day? Just speaking bushes?
Submit. Cooperate. Comply.
Should I go about a career change, man?
Well, I'm saying, dude, like, what are
Submit.
you guys
Cooperate.
doing?
Comply.
For
For safety. For safety. For safety. For safety. For safety.
That's his job, talking all day. He could probably run circles around lawyers.
Submit.
You guys like that
Cooperate.
right there.
Comply. for safety. Submit, cooperate, comply for safety. Everyone, everywhere, all times, everyone, everywhere, all times.
God, it's wrong.
Submit, comply, cooperate for money and safety. Submit, comply, cooperate for money and safety.
Where you from, man?
Just doing our job. Just doing our job. Just doing our job. Submit, comply, cooperate for safety. Just doing our job. Just doing our job.
Listen to him. Instead of small talk, we should have real talk.
Don't
Same
care
time
about
small talk. You guys got me in a real
Don't
situation.
even believe in it. Rights don't exist. Submit, cooperate, comply. Submit, cooperate, comply for rights and safety. Oh, wait, rights don't exist for safety and money. Rights don't exist. God doesn't exist. Submit, cooperate, comply. All people, all times, everywhere. No option, no personal choice for safety. You guys are going to regret this one day. Bet on it. It's not a direct threat. It's a promise. Historically, you're all going to regret your position at this time, at this place. Bet on it. Know it like you know your name.
You're a fucking idiot, Tommy. The fuck is Scopelli? You think I'm stupid because Paul influences me? What? Influences me to stand up for myself, to have freedom, prosperity, which awaits the free, instead of being in a dungeon, dumbass like you. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? All right, I'm gonna jump over to another thing I'm trying to present here. Stop screen share. Because I just want to show you, like, because I want to pull up, at some point I'm going to pull up like all my, kind of like have a little compilation of all, like have all my traffic stops ready to go, just to kind of show like the progress. And like what I'm pulling up right now is this dude who brought up some warrants that I have, right? So I just want to show you guys like what it looks like when you have warrants when you get pulled over, right? Because everyone's very scared about that. So here's me pulled over with warrants, right? For the same exact thing this guy's messing with me. Like, no, oh, you saw your plate was expired. So now we, sitting at the park. So now we need your ID. And this fucking one. You can do all those things with no, what are you fucking talking about, dude? You always got to bring him up. You're such a fucking hoe, dude. You're such a broken hoe. Can't get the dude's dick out of your fucking mouth, dude. So watch this guy walk up and tell me about a warrant. Oh, you got warrants? Yeah, I do. Yeah, you might want to get that taken care of. All right, cool, bro. Big scary fucking warrants. I mean, dude, I'm not trying to play stupid right now. I could go to jail any second, dude. 10 minutes from now, I could leave this parking lot. I got all these 6 tickets. Showed up at the courthouse. They couldn't do nothing there though. Because they didn't even have a court. I was ready to talk to the judge and they didn't even fucking couldn't even talk to the judge. They just had it. Yeah, you gotta learn how to. Not a big deal, just a traffic offense. What the fuck, dude? What is this shit then? What are you doing? What are you pulling me over for? It's not a big deal. I got a fucking warrant in Florida. So what the fuck are you doing right now? He's pretty lenient. He's lenient. He's fucking lenient. I just wanted to show that real quick. Oh, you got a warrant. Stop this one. Go back to that. You're a fucking moron, Tommy. Get up here, you fucking scumbags. Instead of typing in chat, fuck, block your dumbasses. Get the fuck up here and talk your shit, you idiot, so I can dunk you like fucking Jordan. Fucking dunk you. Just get the fuck out of here, you idiot. All right, let me share this. Share where we left off.
I know what side of history I'm on. Do you?
What's up, Moretti? Got a new channel or something. New channel name.
Yeah, they all went silent when they heard me yelling and screaming. When they heard me yelling and screaming the code words and the buzzwords for what we're all dealing with, all places at all times. Submit, cooperate, comply. For safety and revenue, just doing our job. It didn't work at Nuremberg. It doesn't work with me now. You can call everybody whatever you want. It's not changing the dynamic and where we're all going. Get your fucking head out of your ass for yourself.
Yeah, get your head out of your ass.
What's up, Brian? Long time no see. How you doing, brother? Thanks for
What's
having me
up?
up.
Yeah, no problem, man. Good to see you, dude.
You too.
Got a fucking retard in the house. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Tommy.
you
What do you
do.
got?
Ain't no flat earther.
Flat earther. You're up.
Now, as for Paul Jr., he doesn't know he's on Globe.
Oh, now you're gonna go flat earth talk. I thought you had something to say in chat. You weren't talking flat earth in chat. What were you saying down here, dude?
No, you
What do
called
got?
me a retard. That was your greatest, in my opinion, your greatest comedic panel thing you've ever done was saying these fucking flat earthers. This fucking flat earther parade right now. It's like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I appreciate the compliment, Tommy, but let's get down to brass tacks.
I appreciate that you're always reading my chats with coarse rancor and disgust.
So, dude, what's up with you and your live streams with your hot plate and your fucking bucket? What kind of optics is that, dude? Come on.
What are you gonna play that snafu poly joint? Yeah, I mean
Well, that's a rich man living in a gutter.
you look stupid too now.
Right. Crypto king over here.
Why does a hot plate mean poor or gutter?
I don't know, man. It was just fucking strange looking, dude. It looked like a fucking.
That was just my
stereotype.
projection. That was
It
just
was
my projection, right?
obviously to do it right in front of the
Hey,
fucking wall
guys.
thing.
My name's Tommy.
Fucking Nubs. Nubs, keep that voice, dude, forever, dude. It's way better than the normal Nubs voice, dude. I don't mean to come at
Well,
you
just
hard.
because it's
How-
mundane normally doesn't mean I can't be Tommy every once in a while.
So how do you guys get out of your little sun positions and how I was just saying
We don't
like
do methamphetamines, Tommy.
the
That's how we
effect
get through life.
and the influence he has on you guys when you're just up
Tommy,
here
you're
running a
making
bit.
too much words coming out of your mouth. Shut the fuck
For
up.
some yokel fence builder, I'm sure it's too many
Yeah, it's the
words.
fence
And you make it-
builder.
And you make it seem like it's
Oh,
a
I
bad thing to
fucked
be
the
influenced,
bucket and told you too many words to know.
and and you try to make it as if though it being influenced is a negative thing.
It is
When they're
influence. I
both-
came up here to talk to Brian about the court shit and
Yeah.
look at y'all. You're
Yeah,
playing your
it's
fucking
influence, but
you're
you play it
playing
as
your
if it was
fucking
all
hot
bad.
plate and your
There's
bucket.
positive
The hard
influence
plate,
and
the
negative
bucket.
influence. And you
Were you
placate
saying
that any
something, old
influence
fart?
is negative influence.
Why
Thank you. So you placate that negative or influence period is negative influence in all cases.
why don't you talk to me like you did when you wanted up on my panel?
Oh, you mean like just a little bit of love, Tommy? Come
Like
on,
when
Tommy,
you
that's
would
all we
like
wanted.
He
no
wants you
matter
to
how many
follow.
times I booted you, you kept coming back. Like I fed you on my pool.
Booted me twice. You booted me twice.
No, like then I
Let
eventually
me say
just
like
left you to
3
sit
words
back
each time and then booted me. You're good at this stuff, Tommy. You look like a
No,
real
whenever
professional
Paul-
that's able to
Whenever
debate.
Paul boots me from the backstage, I just leave because that's like I get it. If he puts me in the backstage, he'll
Don't
bring me
you
back up.
get
If he
it?
boots me from the backstage,
Don't you
Tommy
get it?
doesn't get it today.
Don't
Tommy, you gonna run if
get
I
it?
start donking you? I want to have some fun
No.
dunking you. I'm afraid you're gonna
no,
run.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave anyway. I thought you wanted to talk about that court shit.
Hey, brother, that's why you
I got
got
a
the
show to
powers.
do too,
My
Brian.
name's Tommy.
I got a show to do too, Brian. I'm gonna make fun of your daddy some more. It's gonna be funny.
So he runs away. He wants to talk about the court. I didn't dunk him. He just runs away. See, they
I got
flee
my
when
running
none
shoes
pursue.
on today.
Run. Oh man. Let's go back. What do you guys want to do? We could go back to that video. Listen a little
Yeah,
more.
that's fine. Tommy's left.
Yeah, let's listen a little more. Actually, I want to run something past you too, if I may. Let me do this. I want to show you guys. There's a different. This is from my Ora Linda book, which you guys, I'm sure, have heard me talk about. But
Yeah,
there's a
we're
section.
section.
I get it. I know. I gotta.
No, it's a good
You gotta
book,
be
man. I
strategic.
appreciate you reaching out to learn about this shit, brother. It's a matter of expanding your knowledge base so that you can correlate the various different realms that we involve ourselves when it comes to these ideologies and religions and dogma and all this other shit. So I appreciate your research.
Yeah, this book is interesting, man. I feel like it's got like the real truth, man. And I'm surprised that we even have it available to us. I'm like, I think things are so bad that they would have just kept this hidden from us. But I feel like there's something in the air that they can't. And plus, they get overconfident. They're like, oh, we don't care. We could let that book slip. But they're dude, my brain's not working well. But no, but they're gonna fall, dude. It's fucking because it's the priest, dude. It's the Vatican. It's the priests that are the evil motherfuckers, man. And
they'll fall, but they'll fall by their own means. Again, folks, remember, these people are merely laying their own rope. And if you want to get involved in it when they get hung, all those loops are going to wrap you up in it. You're going to get hung too. That's what Paul talks about, the detachment. Learn how to detach and understand that all this religious dogma, as I just spoke about, is just that. That's all it is. Somebody else's beliefs and concerns, and you really need to know yourself first before you go anywhere in life. That's got to be your foundation, period. In my opinion, of course.
yeah, because they're going to destroy themselves. They're giving themselves their own rope. You know, but as we go through these dark ages, it's like, yeah, they sort of have the upper hand, but as that cycle of the wheel of time rolls, they call it the Yule in this Ora Linda. It's a stick-spoked wheel. As that thing, the wheel of time, as it rolls along, like it's not like we don't. It's like if we do nothing, but there's a people, there's a certain people, a Frian people that just have this freedom and justice in their heart, and it's in their blood, and that's what the blood is to me. It's like the spirit's thicker. They said blood is thicker than water. Well, fucking the spirit's thicker than blood or something, dude, to where fuck, dude. I could just play this video. My brain's not working. I smoke weed for a couple days. But all right, let me just play this. It's an interesting story on their version of Jesus, right? So this Ora Linda book, let me just play it for you guys for a second. It's their version of the story of Jesus. So
Right, another Christed being.
She writes, 593
All
BC,
cultures and writings
Atlan was
generally speak
submerged.
about this.
right, but watch what they have to say about it. It's interesting.
And at that time something happened which nobody had reckoned upon. In the heart of Findusland, upon a mountain, lies a plain called Kashmir, that is, extraordinary. There was a child born whose mother was the daughter of a king, and whose father was a high priest. In order to hide the shame they were obliged to renounce their own blood. Therefore it was taken out of the town to poor people. As the boy grew up, nothing was concealed from him, so he did all in his power to acquire wisdom. His intellect was so great that he understood everything that he saw or heard. The people regarded him with respect, and the priests were afraid of his questions. When he was of full age he went to his parents. They had to listen to some hard language. And to get rid of him they gave him a quantity of jewels, but they dared not openly acknowledge him. Overcome with sorrow at the false shame of his parents, he wandered about. While traveling he fell in with a Frisian sailor who was serving as a slave, and who taught him our manners and customs. He bought the freedom of the slave, and they remained friends till death. Wherever he went he taught the people not to tolerate rich men or priests, and that they must guard themselves against false shame, which everywhere did harm to love and charity. The earth, he said, bestowed her treasures on those who scratch her skin, so all are obliged to dig, and plow, and sow if they wish to reap, but no one is obliged to do anything for another unless it be out of goodwill. He taught that men should not seek in her bowels for gold, or silver, or precious stones, which occasion envy and destroy love. To embellish your wives and daughters, he said, the river offers her pure stream. No man is able to make everybody equally rich and happy, but it is the duty of all men to make each other as equally rich and as happy as possible. Men should not despise any knowledge. But justice is the greatest knowledge that time can teach, because she wards off offenses and promotes love. His first name was Jessos, but the priests, who hated him, called him Fo, that is, false, the people called him Krishna, that is, shepherd. And his Frisian friend called him Buddha, purse, because he had in his head a treasure of wisdom, and in his heart a treasure of love. At last he was obliged to flee from the wrath of the priests. But wherever he went his teaching had preceded him, whilst his enemies followed him like his shadow. When Jessos had thus traveled for 12 years he died, but his friends preserved his teaching, and spread it wherever they found listeners. What do you think the priests did then? That I must tell you, and you must give your best attention to it. Moreover, you must keep guard against their acts and their tricks with all the strength that W.R. Alda has given you. While the doctrine of Jessos was thus spreading over the earth, the false priests went to the land of his birth to make his death known. They said they were his friends, and they pretended to show great sorrow by tearing their clothes and shaving their heads. They went to live in caves in the mountains, but in them they had hid all their treasures, and they made in them images of Jessos. They gave these statues to simple people, and at last they said that Jessos was a god, that he had declared this himself to them, and that all those who followed his doctrine should enter his kingdom hereafter, where all was joy and happiness. Because they knew that he was opposed to the rich, they announced everywhere that poverty, suffering, and humility were the door by which to enter into his kingdom. And that those who had suffered the most on earth should enjoy the greatest happiness there. Although they knew that Jessos had taught that men should regulate and control their passions, they taught that men should stifle their passions, and that the perfection of humanity consisted in being as unfeeling as the cold stones. In order to make the people believe that they did as they preached, they pretended to outward poverty, and that they had overcome all sensual feelings, they took no wives. But if any young girl had made a false step, it was quickly forgiven. The weak, they said, were to be assisted, and to save their souls men must give largely to the church. Acting in this way, they had wives and children without households, and were rich without working. But the people grew poorer and more miserable than they had ever been before. This doctrine, which requires the priests to possess no further knowledge than to speak deceitfully, and to pretend to be pious while acting unjustly, spreads from east to west, and will come to our land also. But when the priests fancy that they have entirely extinguished the light of Freya and Jessos, then shall all classes of men rise up who have quietly preserved the truth among themselves, and have hidden it from the priests. They shall be of princely blood of priests, Slavonic, and Freya's blood. They will make their light visible, so that all men shall see the truth. They shall cry woe to the acts of the princes and the priests. The princes who love the truth and justice shall separate themselves from the priests, blood shall flow, but from it the people will gather new strength. Finda's folk shall contribute their industry to the common good, Linda's folk their strength, and we our wisdom. Then the false priests shall be swept away from the earth. W.R. Alda's spirit shall be invoked everywhere and always. The laws that W.R. Alda in the beginning instilled into our consciences shall alone be listened to. There shall be neither princes, nor masters, nor rulers, except those chosen by the general voice. Then Freya shall rejoice, and the earth will only bestow her gifts on those who work. All this shall begin for...
What'd you say?
I'm gonna head to Paul's.
Yeah, he's about to go live. Yeah, good timing.
Yep.
But that's an interesting little take on the story of Jesus, right? It's a little different. I don't know if you caught it. They were calling him Jessos. I don't know if you caught who they were talking about there. But
Yep.
We'll get into it later. Yeah.
All right. Yep. We'll see you over there.
All right. See you over there,
Interesting book.
Wizard.
I'll catch you over there.
All right. Nubs, thanks for coming on. I'll see you later, dude. All right, guys. Hang Thanks for being here. I'm going to do this. I'm gonna drop a link to Paul's channel. He's about to go live. Yeah, he's going live right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and post that link here, and then all right, I'm out of here, guys. I'm gonna go head over to Paul's, see what's up. You guys are pretty cool. I went on stage last night at the comedy club, rocked it out, but it's just the old one-liners, man. I can't wait to get some new stuff. But the crowd was super cool. But it was a good feeling afterwards because the host like really dapped me up, like, damn, dude, that was fucking. But it's just the old one-liners. I just gotta get. I can't wait to get away from them. But I couldn't. I don't know. I just can't. I couldn't get away from them last night. Just whatever, dude. But it was good to get up there. It's good to be streaming, talking a little bit. I didn't smoke weed all day yesterday. I didn't smoke yet today. So you'll see I kind of have a different personality, or some of my emotions, some of the anger and shit might come up a little bit. You might end up seeing some of that if I keep staying off the weed. So, but yeah, I'm going to head over there. I'll see you guys later. Peace.